It was all farmland.
Pretty country, cowboyish.
2 lanes. Came all the way down, and if a car came by, you knew who it was.
Everything across the street was rolling hills.
I used to raise all the cattle up in those hills up there.
I grew up in this area, and I've seen it change.
What a change.
Amidst the hustle and bustle of Rowland Heights, it's hard to picture this was once all farmland. In the beginning, Rowland Water District served 200 ranchers and farmers. Today, the district supplies high-quality, reliable drinking water to more than 60,000 people across a sprawling service area in Los Angeles County. Tracing the transformation back to the early days is quite a story.
I look back and I think, gee, it's Christmas. How fast did it go by?
And who better to begin telling it than a living legend?
It was a long time ago.
John Rowland V.
Oh, Jamie.
He goes by Cinco.
This was my dad here. And that was Galliano. Well, pictures are worth 1,000 words, you know that?
Generations ago, in the 1840s, Cinco's family settled in what would become Rowland Heights. His dad, John Rowland IV, helped found Rowland Water District in 1953.
Old timers, my dad, and some of the old guys here decided that now's the time to bring water. The reason we brought water in was because everybody here had their own water wells. They put pipelines all over.
When Cinco calls, it's like, wow, I'm talking to the Rowland legacy.
They truly cared about the area and the Rowland Heights area and the water district. They felt as it was part of their own family, and that's the way they treated everybody.
To live in a community and work with a person in a family that this town is named after, and going to Sacramento and going to Monterey to see where his original land grants were, it is amazing.
During Cinco's 40 years on the board, the quaint farming community took off. New water supplies provided the foundation for thousands of new residents.
Brought them here because they had an opportunity. They could buy a house and start a business.
It was hard to keep up with the growth, to tell you the truth, while I was here.
When Tony Poli became general manager in the mid-'80s, it was a time of great expansion, not only in the community, but at the district. The board, still with some original members, decided it was time to modernize. New equipment and technology would revolutionize water service.
They wanted change, but they wanted conservative change. If you spent $1, it better be worth $1.50. And it was always cash. You didn't borrow money. And I admired that because that was kind of my philosophy. If you can't pay for it, that means you can't afford it.
To provide expanded services while keeping expenses down, the district negotiated with developers building the homes, bringing in thousands of new water customers. Developers agreed to include the cost of new reservoirs in home prices and also foot the bill for major technological improvements.
They paid for our first computer system and meter reading system, which is part of the original system that they're using today. Has been greatly expanded.
Incorporating new technology has enabled Rowland to supply water to an ever-growing service area without adding staff for the last 20 years.
We took a very aggressive approach into improving and the reliability of the water supplies by venturing out into other areas.
Rowland Water District is small but powerful.
We've gone from basically a sleepy little water provider to one of the leading proponents of technology in retail water delivery.
Move to adopt the agenda.
Visionary leadership and a close-knit staff collectively elevated Rowland to the cutting-edge district it is today.
It's like family, and it's because we don't have a lot of turnover. We have people that have been here 25, 30, 35 years.
3 decades with them.
I started in Rowland in 1987.
September will be 26 years.
One reason I've been here 30 years is I'm really proud of what we do, how we represent and nurture the community.
I've watched our employees grow, our company grow into something bigger.
I saw this go from kind of farmers with their spare steel, making things happen, little sheds, to a pretty cutting-edge district.
Bringing water here from Northern California is, as it always has been, complicated and expensive. Rowland purchases imported supplies from the Metropolitan Water District of Southern California and Three Valleys Municipal Water District. But Rowland is more focused than ever on reducing its reliance on those costly, uncertain supplies. The district is an innovator in using recycled water. Meanwhile, the new pipeline is delivering locally sourced water to the district. Rowland is also securing local groundwater rights and pre-purchasing stored water, banking it for dry years.
We currently have over a year's supply of water stored in the main San Gabriel Basin.
Rowland's commitment goes beyond providing water.
The way we're going to keep water costs down is to use less of this.
The district hosts water conservation classes, and employees volunteer time at community events, connecting with locals of all ages.
You know, our community really supports us, and we really support our community.
You guys had good hairdos in those days.
Rowland Water District has come a long way since 1953.
Oh my goodness.
And Cinco watched it grow. 3 expansions to headquarters, 14 new reservoirs, but not everything has changed.
I think they've always been people that were visionary. You know, they see things coming, they tried new things, they were daring.
In a time of unprecedented challenges in the water industry, Rowland is providing for the future while preserving the past.
Planning ahead, because it's water. We don't plan for a year, we plan for 30 years. But what's going to happen 30 years from now?
We're putting a lot of effort into really making sure that Rowland continues to grow in the right ways, that the legacy and the history of our agency is passed down.
My namesake, now I'm proud of that. That we were here and started it.